Hello everyone, and welcome to Building Nations. Not World Builder anymore, though we're in the same world. You can kind of think of this as like Season 2 of World Builder, but just with a new name and a new style. I didn't really like the old style that much, didn't really work for me as a style of videos, so we're doing something a bit new with Building Nations. It'll be similar, still some time lapses in each video. I'm still going to talk about how I build stuff, but each video itself will be more interesting, hopefully, if I do things the way that I hope that I am able to. Each video will be more interesting, better to watch, and will lead to more enjoyment for all of you. Kind of inspired by BOO, so his style of video is something that I really like and that I'm going to try and do, but not only the way that he does it. Like, I'm putting my own twist in it, I guess, if that makes sense. So the question now is, what do we do first? Well, that's a good question, because I don't know. I have finished this city that we just took a lovely walk through, and the city that is over here through this path. So the next thing, I guess, is to start a new project. But for that, we're going to need a new location. And I don't know where that new location is yet. So, let's go on a journey of exploration to find a new location that's somewhat close to either of these two areas so that I don't get lost. Because getting lost is bad. Yeah. But I will find it, and hopefully it doesn't suck. Yes, that's a good thing. Also, seeing this skin for the first time in a while, right? I haven't seen this skin since the end of the time lapses, if you watch those. So it's pretty crazy. You don't even get to see my beautiful face, which I know all of you want to see all the time, every day. Yeah. So, new location. Not sure what I'm looking for. Not sure the style of what I want to build. But when I find it, I'll know it. So, I just have to find it first. And if this is not interesting, me looking for it, then it all won't be in the episode. But if it is, then I'll keep it in. And I'll keep talking about everything while I am doing it, because there is still more to talk about, believe it or not. So, I also got World Edit installed for 1.14. It's in the beta, so it's not, like, fully optimized, I guess. But I also can't have World Edit and Optifine in at the same time. So right now, if I were to type //want, nothing happens. Because it's not in. But I do have it, so I will be using it. And that will make my life a lot easier. Because I can make terrain and stuff way faster. It's so nice. If you haven't used World Edit to make terrain before, and you primary play in creative, I highly recommend getting it. Because it is very useful. I'm looking at this hill thing in the background. And this kind of looks like a cool thing. But I already made a desert area. I think this savanna actually connects up to the desert city. If I just keep going this way. There's some desert there. It's like this way, I think. Probably see it at some point. Right? I'm not wrong. I'm not crazy here. This is the right direction. The world would load faster. Still in... This is 1.14.3. So I thought it updated. I don't know. But anyway, city's right there. So, Xantod, right there. So yeah. That's there. Savannah, make a very long path if we wanted to do this. Could do something here, but the main point area, it was further away, but these hills could be used for something. We stick something on top of these, maybe like a mountainside thing. I don't know. Trying to get inspired by something. And I don't know what to be inspired by yet. So, I'll probably keep flying around a bit, and once I find something that looks like a good place to build, I will show you. I guess, that makes sense, right? To show you what I'm doing and not just do it. So, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Let's do it. Okay, little side note, I'm still right here, but there are a lot of llamas here. Like, what the heck? Why are there so many llamas and other animals on top of this little tiny area here? It's just like, what? They have all this space to spawn, and they all choose to spawn right here. Like, okay, animals. Thanks for helping, I guess. Alright, so I have found this place, and Zan, Todd, and Frisia are in this general direction. So we're kind of north. I was going to say south, but I was very wrong. We're not south at all. But I like this area. I like these mountains here. They do need a bit of cleanup because they don't look too good. But what I really like is this natural formation right here. If I can, clear this stuff out, we can make, a great big gate here and lead into a city which can be enclosed off by a mountain like that. Yeah, I'm liking that. I will probably need to expand this mountain a lot, but a lot of that's going to be just clearing out all of this stuff. Because the walls of the mountain itself are going to have houses, I guess. I don't know. This will be kind of like a dwarven area, so haven't built one of those before. But I will be inspired by Rotorock and Max on the Windcraft server, if you know what that is. And if you don't, watch my Windcraft series so you can see what I'm talking about. Or look it up. So, that's kind of what I'm going off of right now. And that's what I think will be a good start. So, what we'll need to do is, first of all, build a mountain here. Alright, I don't know how big I want this place to be, but I can probably remove a lot of this mountain, push this back, because it's so big here. It comes all the way out to there. So, I can even make the mountain go through here, and then get all this as space. But I don't know how big I'm planning on this to be. I don't know if I want it to be a full, kingdom, or how big that is. I don't know. I want to do something bigger, but it's hard to find space for it. So, probably use some world edit here. Bring this mountain around, outside here. I might cut into the plains a bit, not sure. World edit can change biomes, so I might end up doing that. Bringing it around like that. And then just clearing out massive chunks of this mountain. Also, probably using world edit. So, that's the plan. These are the coordinates in case I forget them. They're officially in the video, so I know where they are. But that's the plan here. Let us do something that BOO will never do, and build on camera. It's crazy. Alright, here we go. Let's look and see here at this beautiful time-lapse that did not go as planned at all. But that's okay. Not everything has to go the way you plan it to. And, it started off pretty good. I will say that. It did start off pretty good. And then I just made some mistakes. And I'll tell you about those mistakes later on. But, for now, I am using World Edit here, if you couldn't tell, to just kind of push back this mountain so that I have more room to work with on the inside to make the dwarf area so I'm using the brush tool for that. And while it does look kind of bad right now, the plan is to go back later and smooth it out. So I also use the brush tool to make the mountains, and again, those will need to be smoothed out as well. So the problem here really occurred when I tried to set stuff to grass block, because I pressed the underscore key, which is my stop recording key, and then it stopped recording, and the time-lapse, was pretty much ruined from that point onward because I pressed the stop recording button. So, yeah. Well, even after that travesty of a time-lapse, we are still here inside of this. What you missed in a lot of that was me using the smooth brush to smooth out some of the terrain on the inside here, which I still need to do a bit more of, especially in like this area, because this should be mostly flat. There will still be some elevation changes, just not many. So, that's how that's going to work. But the next step, at least for me, is to make these walls not look like they're a bunch of spheres taken out of a mountain, or put into a mountain, I guess. I'm not going to do the roof until pretty much everything else is done inside, because time-lapsing through that will be very weird. So, the roof won't be done until the whole thing is done. So, keep that in mind. We'll get to see what that looks like until it's done. But, it is time to now smooth out the walls. So, I started doing a bit over here, and you can see that that's looking much better already. But I feel like a lot of this is just going to be me taking this stuff out. And you know what I can do? Is I can grab this leather and make a sphere brush that is small. That's not what I wanted. I know how to do this game, hang on. Air. There we go. So now I have a small sphere that I can use to remove small chunks of material to then terraform it into a shape that looks better. So that's how that's going to be going. I guess I'll do another time lapse. I don't think I'll finish all this today because there's a lot of it to do, but I will try and do some of it. At least some of it today, and we'll see how it ends up turning out. Yeah, this will be a very odd, very lengthy process actually. So in fact, I probably won't even do it in this episode because it'll take so long. So yeah, not in this episode, but the next episode of Building Nations. You can see the smoothing process of all of this. Not just a small bit, but all of it. I probably won't do all of it on camera. I probably won't even time-lapse all of it for you guys to see, because after a while it gets pretty boring. So, yeah, changes from World Builder. Like that. Very important things to do differently. And I like it. I like it a lot. I think it'll be better for everyone and me. So, yeah. That's not the block I want to break. Hang on, let me fix that. Yeah. Nope, didn't get it. There we go. I got it. I'm amazing. Can break blocks without even looking at them. But yeah, I guess with that, I'm going to leave this here. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment and letting me know if you really enjoy this one, this format, or if you want me to go back to the old format. You think that was better, and this isn't your thing, I guess. So leave that comment with that feedback. And there you can see Furcia in the background as I sign off. I don't ever say that, but I'm going to say it today as I sign off. Goodbye!